G'day, and welcome back to Stitch Up, another episode of Factorio. This is our Lakeworld series. And of course, in this episode, I've actually done a bit of pre-work because I'm going to be laying a separate train track. So in the last episode, what we did is we reinforced the copper supply, in particular copper plates, and reinforced it for the network via the original route. We're running out of our original copper seepage here, or copper patch here. But what we did is we're bringing copper in by the trains. We've got a couple of trains backed up here waiting to drop off copper. Of course, we need to balance the system because the coal is sitting behind the third train. So 3 trains of each of these sort of triple loaded trains, and of course we've got the coal there. But anyway, the copper is what we did last episode. This episode, of course, we're going to want to do, and you can see the coal start to run out and affect this immediately. So we'll have to have a way we kind of sort this out, and we'll have to get moving quickly. What we're doing is we have started bringing in this brand new separate network. So the separate train network, I'll show you here. It comes around this way. I've done a bit of landfill as well, so it comes across. This train network will be completely independent. It'll run next to the other networks, but it'll be independent. He'll come here. It's 4 carriages long. They're going to... I've got a little bit of a system here for unloading. So let's... And it's even got some auto fuel going on. So let's jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Right, what I'm going to do is just put a bit of, just a little bit of this landfill here, because we want to be able to put the, put these guys, put the mines in there, no problem. So I'm just going to fill it in just a tiny bit, and we'll see how that goes. That way we'll be able to get those guys. But let's go ahead and put in the new style mines here. So electric mining drills. What we're going to do is I want to run crossways, and I want... So originally, this original network here just supplies the steel. Now I could cut the overflow there and bring some up, but I'm just going to tap this. This is a very large patch here. In fact, if we go to map mode, we could see it's 26 million. That's a huge patch. And yeah, so let's just get it going. I think should be pretty good. We don't need to be too fussy with this. So let's start here and work out where these guys need to be. In fact, I think we can do it here with a gap of 1 there, which would be lovely. So I'm going to put them right next to each other, and I'm just going to do a full row of both of those, and we're going to see how that goes. And of course, like this as well. Yep, let's just wait until he goes across. Don't have any of these being made actually, so actually what I might do is just remove that robot port and just put him under a tiny bit. In fact, I want him to be a crossway, so let's put him there. And then what we might do is just get another one of these guys down here. So I've got 2 lines there, and I think the best thing we could probably do is, actually, you know what, the best thing to do I think would be this. Let's get ourselves, yeah, this was not the best thing. Let's get ourselves just a few of these and we can expand that. So I want to leave a gap of 1 of these, and I want to allow us for gap of 1, and that'll allow us to put in some power in the middle, so that'd be lovely. Okay, so the way we're going to do it, let's get these guys going in, and we want them all heading this way. I will have to get some more of these mines up and running shortly, but we will get those. Let's run this guy down here, and of course some power. Now we use the traditional power poles here, so we'll just go like this, running along. Yep. It's a bit untidy for power poles, I have to say, but that's fine. We've got the same sort of style here. Everything's running. Yep, that's pretty good. And we'll go up the top and just run these from here. Running on that one. We'll do that so later on when we put more mining drills in, we'll get it all going. So they'll basically run both of those lines nicely. Let's go ahead and bring this guy out. And up. And across, and this guy I want to come down. Yep. And I started laying some concrete here as well, just some of our standard concrete just to decorate around the train station as well, but we'll see about that. Not overly sure how heavy I'm going to go on the concrete, but we'll see. Okay, so that's loading the train up. Now, we've done a bit of infrastructure there. We have not put an unloading port at the other end, but what I want to do is I want to put a second train down now. I've put a signal here. These are standard rail signals. So yeah, just the rails, no chain, single block signals. And what I want to do here is just copy, please, if I can. Use the Q pipettes and sit behind this signal here and put this guy in. And then I'm just going to give him a tiny bit of fuel. I need to pick up a tiny bit, and I do want it to be coal, so bear with me. I'm going to go and collect a tiny bit of coal and just pick that up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 connected. What I'm going to do here is I want this to be... pick up a tiny bit of that. I do like how the bots will just top up everything. Like, I love this. Got the logistics requester here, and the bots, every time I drop down some landfill, the bots are just coming topping me up. It is a great way to play. It's really it's really lovely. I do like it. Okay, so what I want to do is just change the color of this guy first. Please, can he be something nice? How about well, he could be just blue. Not sure about that. What about this? About this one? Yeah, let's go right down on that. Do him a nice dark blue. There we go. He could be that. So he'll be that one. And if we then go add a station. Now I named these stations. It should be iron. I need to rename the other station because I did name the other one was iron drop. And this is going to be... we don't want the locomotive. I want to pick the station and I want it to be called... iron. So iron drop, iron collect. So iron collects and iron drop, just to confuse things. It's on its own network, and I want it to go add to the iron collect. I want a full cargo, and I want it to be automatically, and the cargo is topping up now. And then I want to grab this. And I want to run across to this train here. So right click, shift, right click, now shift, left click, and he's now blue with the same conditions. I want to make him automatic, and in the fuel I want to put coal so that I can top up the coal when he gets to the automatic station here. At one end I'll get him topping up. So he's going to take a while to load this up, and I realized that, you know, we've got some issues here with compression and how much goods we've got into each of these lines. I will be filling that up, but that will be enough for this train to come down the other end and start to sort it out. And what I'm going to do now, if I can, is I don't want to make a blueprint, but I would like to do actually, you know what? No, even better. Let's do Control C, and let's do the whole thing like this, and we'll just do some reversing. So I want to walk to the other end with this like this. So I might put it up the top as we walk across here. And let's just keep it on that sort of logistics network tab so we can see things as we go across. Let's just scroll out and we can actually see what's happening across the bus as we run across past the oil area. Yeah, like a couple episodes ago we were topping up oil. Now we're topping up, so I do like this infrastructure. That looks quite nice there. Rail yards. Yeah, and then we're topping up copper. We've reinforced the copper. I'd like to see what's going to happen now once we start reinforcing this. Once we start reinforcing these, the supply of the iron plates, because I think that's going to be a bit of a, then I think everything's in full stead there. You can see in the research queue there, insert a capacity bonus 7. I'll show you the research queue in just a sec. But what we're going to do is we're looking at the train here. Let's zoom in. This is where the train comes in. The first one's the loco. So if I go like this, what I want to do is just an unloading. Now, these guys are going to be here, and I want them to be there. I think that's perfect. Now, I've done them just back a little bit so I can actually put 3 boxes per carriage or 6 per carriage, but at the moment I'm just doing 2, so that's pretty good. Let's see what the bots will build out of this. I don't think they'll build the boxes, so I'm going to go here and just put in the boxes, and then I'm going to move the stack inserters. I'm going to turn them the other way and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to do this manually, just put these guys in, and the bot should come and just build the rest very shortly. I'll have to look at some yellow and red belts as well. I've started to look at a few of these. We'll need to reverse all these belts as well, because this is an offload station, but I do like the idea of it. I think it's cool. Let me do that way and that way. Let me just turn this guy. Yeah, you're rotating, so then once you've done that, right, and two separate lines. I like the idea of that. Let's run these backwards, and let's run this down, and I think we're good here. So we'll go to the right and down. Yep, lovely. Just a quick flip of this one with the R key, and then we should be able to go overtype these guys. You can either reverse them individually or just overtype them. I think it's easier just to quickly overtype with the new direction, and that'll be lovely, and coming out and down. So that'll be absolutely lovely. These will this will be perfect. The unload station is now ready. Let's power him up. The unload station's ready when the first train comes in. So what I think I'm going to do now is I've got these two lines over here, and these two lines are just running off the original iron supply. So I'm going to join those two together in a bit of a simple way. First of all, well, I'll tell you what I can do actually is we can actually just... Yep. And what we could do, let's simplify this so we can really just clear this. We want this to be cleared out. I've got all the all these here. If you just cut it off a little bit and then let it run out of its products, what we can do is just run these guys like this, keep it going across, and just see what we've got going on here. Whoop. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. And there we go. That's lovely. And then I'm now going to go and use the correct method, which is Alt-D, and just get rid of this lower section here. Now, they'll get rid of those in just a second. That's just one of them. So then what I'm going to do is on this line here, if I can do one more here and Alt-D there, then what we could do is just get rid of this. And I'm going to make this come in from here. So if I go like this, these will be the two supply lines that we're about to get going. And I want that to come into the side of it. So it just tops up on one side of it, and that is pretty cool. If we can just pick up this empty stuff, and we'll get rid of that a little bit later on. What I do want to do is that... Yep, very nice. And this is good. Now we just have to connect these guys up. Just looking for a gap in between those power poles there. Starting to think about little things like this. And it connects up. There we go. There we go, and of course, there we are, lovely. Okay, so as soon as the train gets here, I'm hoping the train will come, and we should be good. I think it's just going to take a long time to load up there, but don't forget, there are two trains. It's quite a decent amount. So let's talk it through. Once one train is loading up, and almost loaded, this train here, once it's gone, the other one is in fact loading. In fact, if both trains were gone, and there's plenty of signals here that both trains could be sitting here waiting to either load or waiting to unload, or get a spot to unload, then the boxes here are filling up, which is great. And then you've got your stack inserters bringing them in. Of course, trains can be loaded from both sides as well, and that's one thing I haven't really been thinking about at the moment. It's all very new to me, trains and all this sort of stuff. So it's not too bad. Let's just put a few lights in. I've also just added in little things into my logistics network, like lights. I automated electric mining drills. No, they're not in the logistics network. I need to automate those guys. And no, I didn't automate lights actually, but I've that's something that could be good. Oh, look at this. Well, that's funny because that definitely is in the logistics network, but there must be a problem. Maybe it's not the network I'm part of at the moment. If I go out of here, yeah, see, it changes. So I'm not in the logistics network. That was the problem. I was out of the logistics network. I thought it was the product, but it was me. Okay, so that'll bring those guys in. Let's look at the problem at hand now. So as we saw, coal is coming in here and it's supplying these guys no problem, but coal is on the blinker for the rest of it. And what can't happen is these guys cannot actually... I need to basically send these guys off. In Voxel Tycoon, I would skip... Oh, there we go. There's one train gone. What we should do here, I wonder, is... Can I? Yeah, I want this to skip. So what I want to try and do here is I'm going to go... Here we go. I'm going to go enter the train. No, hang on. Yeah, enter the train. Yep. And then click on the train, change him to manual, close out of this interface and hit the front key there. And then I'm hoping he'll go, so if he's here, please go the right way. Yes, you do. Okay, I'm going to go out a bit and then I'm going to go stop. So you'll stop there. Yep, jump out and put him back onto automatic. Now, that should be pretty good. Did I get run over? Damn it. No? I thought that was me getting run over then. There was a noise. There was a noise. Right, here we go. Let's see what's happening here. Just clicking on these guys. I like seeing them all connected. And then same with this. So let's see about my coal train running in front of this one. Let's see about my coal train. How is he getting? My coal train is good. Did he get up to where he needed to? He must have, because my coal train is able to unload and get out of there, and he's done that in that short period of time. Now we've got these guys up, but at least we've got plenty of coal there. See, these guys, wow, those trains didn't take long to get back up there. Oh, that's because they're full. They just did a trip down and a trip back. Well, I'm hoping that now that we've got this going, the coal's in. I think it would have waited for a full unload, so these should be really full. The coal runs pretty slow anyway. No, they're not very full, are they? No, that one is, yeah. Geez, this was all pretty quick. Okay, I'm hoping that's going to be enough in order that we get a supply of these guys, because we basically need to make sure the coal is finding its way to where it needs to be. Now, I've got the coal coming all the way up here and then dividing up and then coming back down. See, it splits here and then it goes like that. Now, this is unnecessary. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And what we basically need to do is... there. Yep. And then we don't need this line because the coal was here. Yeah, we're not doing that, are we? No, we're not. Are we not supplying the coal? No, we're not supplying the coal up here at all. So this can all just... let's do that. Let's do this. I don't know where they're taking all that stuff, but they'll find spots. And then, of course, over here, we don't need this bit here, so we can actually go goodbye and goodbye. And in fact, it'll do it pretty quick. Look at that. It does do it pretty quick. Okay, to say that is lovely. Now we don't need these undergrounds anymore, but we can just see about this because there's nothing crossing it. So, ooh, something's attacking us. Let's go and have a quick look. Is this train going to come? It's up here, isn't it? Oh yeah, these guys here. Now, we've got the bullets being taken in here. I got this requesting some there. It's now requesting 400. It was not a requested chest. It was a requested chest, but it didn't have anything. It wasn't requesting any amounts. But yeah, we are getting some local attacks on the edges there, but this network is doing really well. Don't forget that's the original, the template that we made up, and it's half electrified and half conventional ammunition, so that's all pretty good. Okay, that first train has not come here yet. I'm tempted just to fix this little bit while we're here. Let's get rid of all this. I think what we can do as well is let's do this and go. Well, that's that, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we can do here, here, and here. So these guys are just going to be up, continuing, and then this guy's going up, 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 and spin him across, and then across there automatically. Lovely. So that's nice. Here we do have a nice little split going on there, but we can just fix it with this and all of this. And we might just have to do some logistics trashing shortly in a second. What are you doing? You're going across like that. You shouldn't be there, although that's a power thing, isn't it? So we might be able to just do this. I'm hoping we can do this and this. Let me see. Can I do this? Yeah, that will work. Lovely. Brilliant. Okay, that's nice and tidy. That is good. We got train here? No, we haven't. Okay, let's go back and let's use map mode to have a bit of a look at this. Is the train loaded up? How long is this train going to be, mate? 40 on that carriage. 40 there. 40 there. The final one is 40 as well. Are you going to go? I didn't hit automatic. He's on auto, yes. Ah, I didn't do the unloading. Can I do this full? Iron collects, iron drop. Empty. Yes, there goes the train going. So we do that one. That means this guy's going to have to be full. And iron drop. Empty cargo. So you're done. I mustn't have done that correctly. Let's go out of map mode. And the train should be arriving here shortly. Make sure I'm not standing near the tracks. Lovely. And here he comes. The train comes in. And we start unloading immediately. And we'll start to see how these belts start to look. I don't mind that. I think it is pretty good. 2 of each of the 2 carriages, total of 4 boxes, coming out nicely, and that is into 2 separate lines. And the idea is that how long this one takes to get there. The other one just started loading, and in the meantime the boxes are being resupplied up here. The boxes are being resupplied, and by the time this guy gets going, we're hoping, see, 38 out of 40 there, 40, 21 and 22. So it is the end, and of course it does still split here. They are separate lines. But yeah, don't forget the top line is a slightly less compressed because we don't have that many mining drills on it as well, so we'll have to go and do that. I suppose what I could do is just rob out of these, because we don't need all these mining drills, do we? No, we don't. Yeah, I could really compress those guys up, couldn't I? Yeah, that's probably a pretty good thing to do. But in the meantime, let's just see. These guys look reasonably full at the moment. And those 2 are coming in. You'll get a top up just going in there. I could do some balancing up here shortly. I probably will. But the idea is that everything will fire up now. And we've got our original stuff just here. Now, I want to just have a quick look at the upgrading system. Because I've got these guys looking like this, right? But what I was thinking is, let me just look at this section here. Just this one here. Yeah, let me just look at the top section or the bottom section. Let me just look at this one. Let's have a quick look here. So firstly, we don't like the way this lines up. So what we could do is, what are these? Passive provider chests. I might just put a couple of the yellow chests here. Just see whether or not, if we get the bots doing this, if they enjoy that, because what I think I'll do is get this system going. Now, I do have these steel furnaces. I have those being made in the bus as well. I put those in a bit earlier. So let me see. What we want to do is, if I can, is Control D, and I just want to get rid of the infrastructure here, including the power. So let's get rid of all those. I don't want the middle line to go. I do want this to go, and I'll just do it back here. Say, including the power, can you all please just go away? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can drop in this and if it'll work. Now let me see if I collect from here and put in from here. Let me just try that, just that amount. Can I do this, Shorty? Yeah, with the purple. Yeah, I think I'll be able to once we do this. And this is a more compact one, where the furnaces are next to each other without the power pole in between. Again, this playthrough has taught me so much more about how we should do things. So yeah, that'd be good. Look at the copper not being used enough. Copper's obviously being supplied here on this bottom line, on the one either to the right of the bottom, and not so much on the one on the left. It is still, but back at the bus. So yeah, let's let the little bots do their thing, and then we'll put that in. The supply of these of this is pretty good. Is train 1, has it left yet? I'm never going to be out. Yes, it has. It has left. So we'll see if there's a break here. By the time train 2 gets down here, we'll see if there's a bit of a break. In fact, let's just go here and see if we can see. There should be train 2 just loading up there. So we'll see whether or not we get a break in the copper, meaning that it's not perfectly timed. But then again, I don't think the whole thing's balanced anyway. These bots, are they going to keep destroying things? They are doing it. Yeah, they are doing it. So now that we're getting rid of everything, including this power pole just here, we should be able to... Ooh, we don't want that. See, they have to take... See, I didn't mean for them to take this line here. So I could get them to stop doing that. In fact, what we could do is go Control D and Shift, and then that'll stop them from doing this. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is just go, yeah, hang on. Running across the train tracks. Let me just do this and keep that line going. Just do that and put him back in. Okay. And let's pick up that again. Oh, it's down here, wasn't it? Yes, it was much further down. Okay, they've still got to pick up these bits here anyway. But what we'll do is we'll come here and go Control C. And I want to pick up from, don't want to get this. I want to pick up from here. There we go. And get the inserters as well. Let me do these amounts and then get the inserters. That's a good amount there. Let me just try for this. Waiting for a couple of power poles and furnaces to go. There we go. They've got to, if there's a furnace there as well, they've got to empty the furnaces, take everything out and get it all sorted that way, and then drop those goods off, then come back for the actual product. So that's why that takes a little bit of time. We're looking at 2 entities to be removed, 1, 2. And now I want to line this up nicely, because I want to make sure, actually it doesn't really matter where I line it up, does it? No, it doesn't. In fact, that's it. I'm looking at where the drop off is. But let's put that down. That is actually quite lovely. Wow, that has gone quite smoothly. If I do this, that's exactly what I need to do, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yep. And let's just do that, and then these guys are powered up on their own thing. These have power built in as well, which is nice. I'm going to just get rid of that, and that should work quite nicely. And in the meantime, just power this guy up with this. Just a bit of support power from above and below, because above is still being provisioned. Okay, that's cool. So the building bots will go and do all this now. Of course, these furnaces are being built. These steel furnaces. Yeah, steel furnace. These are being built here. I'll show you in the bus. Where did I put them in? So I put steel furnaces in here. So these guys need stone bricks. They need steel plates. Do they need steel and copper? No, they just need steel plates, and they need stone bricks. And so I've got a filter inserter here taking steel, not copper. So that is pretty good, because of course that copper run was all for this electric supply here of large poles and medium poles as well. So this is going nicely. Wow. This is going really well. I'm really happy with this. Okay. Yeah, I certainly think it's all being reinforced. What's happening here? Are we going? Seems like we've got coal. Oh, we got coal. Yeah, we got coal problems. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got big coal problems. The coal is run out again. I tell you what I'm going to do. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to run a separate line for the coal. I wonder if I could do this. Could I, my friend? Could I do this? Have I got some of those? No. Can I get some? Could I do that? Could I say, please give me some? Let me see if I go... No, rails aren't being supplied, are they? Oh, yeah, they are actually. Rails are on the network there. Let me see if I could say, please have 300 rails. And can I also jump back into the network? So I'm part of the network as well. In fact, why don't we put the damn network here? There you go. And he'll charge up. And now I should be supplied there by these guys. Yep. So in storage we now have, yeah, look at that. If you have a look here, in storage of this guy, we have 17,000 of these guys. So somewhere along the line, they're really being stockpiled. Now, if that's the case, again, I've got too many trains doing this, and this guy just can't quite get up there. So what I'm thinking of is, can I get this? I mean, I could do it again, couldn't I, just to get that coal dropped off? I think I will. I think I'll just do that, and we'll see if we can fix this part of the network. Let's do that. Let's jump in here and go manual. Jump out of there and go goodbye. Okay, please go. Oh, yeah, you should go. Let's just do that. Jump out. He goes up. He goes off, and the coal gets dropped. So the coal is now dropped, and now, have I been topped up? No, I haven't. I haven't been topped up there. But what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking here we could do this a little better, can't we? Yes, we can. Now, what are you? You're those guys. You're these guys. So let's do this again. Okay, we know that these guys need to come upwards. Yeah, it's in the network there. No, I just think I'll just get rid of it manually. Okay, get rid of these guys. What we might do is just see if we can just improve this slightly. Yep, and I want to get rid of all the power, and we'll come back and fix power up shortly. We need to connect to here again, don't we? Yes, we do. So what I'm thinking is if we can get rid of that and bring this up, I'm thinking if we can do this, no, not that, but if we could do that, yes. Thank you very much. There we go. And that means this guy can, if he goes across there, just so he gets up to where he needs to. Now, with this, and we put a red in, will that make the break? It will. It'll get right across. And now I'm just waiting for these guys to get topped up. So if I can do something there, with the train, then I'll be right. I'll be able to fix that right up. I think what we'll do now is just, we know that this has to come out to there, don't we? Yeah, I was going to try and see if I can get a second little bit there. So what about if we do this? What about if we ruin our little landscape again and we go, let's just, sorry, just kind of just get out a bit here. Yep. And what we'll do, these are coming this way, aren't they? They are. So let's do, that's, just trying to hug the coastline as much as I can here. This may be okay, maybe enough to sneak a little line around. I think you can see what I'm trying to do here. It's not a graceful way of doing that, but now that we know that's where everything is, we can now go ahead and do this. No, thank you. And there, that way the power comes up this way and not this way, so we can now get rid of this. Okay, good. So that could be quite good, and yeah, that sort of powers that up nicely. And again, if with the rails, can I make some? No, I can't. So what I'm going to might do here is just split the rail off here and make this come up so it comes out and really splits up that way. If these trains back up, then the problem is here. So that's where I'm going to try and do that. So we'll see about that. At least the coal train can get dropped off, and he has, and we seem to have everything else going quite nicely. If I move up into the network again, into logistics network, we should be looking a bit better. Yeah, these guys here, I suppose it's the coal supply, isn't it? It really is the coal supply. We're looking at coal being split off here. By the time it gets to here, it's in poor shape. So what I might need to do, yeah, we really need a lot more coal. What we could do is split coal here. So what's that doing? That's going back into power, isn't it? It is going back into power. I think what we could do is prioritize. If we do this, it's an interesting one, but what about if we do this? If we go like this and go straight on and then prioritize to the right, output priority to the right, that means it should prioritize filling up here because this is just to power the train, which doesn't need much coal at all. But everything else overflow can go straight back on. That means coal doesn't have to do this basic huge loop and prioritize the copper. It can get right into this. It's a way of balancing it after the fact. So that's all pretty good. This is all backed up, but again, we've got coal holding us up. Yeah, look, I think I'll leave the episode here. Let's just have a quick look at research. So the capacity bonus is coming along, 47%. Yeah, we're just sort of doing all those guys. And then we've got rocket control unit, portable fusion reactor. We are going to look at some, and I want to get this one as well, lab research speed, 500 of each. I'll do that soon as well. And worker robot speed, 500 of each. So we'll do that here. So the capacity bonus. Well, we want to tick all those ones off. Okay, this has been a pretty good episode here. The main thing is getting the train system in here and working, and it is. So that's all lovely. I've got things I can be getting on with in between episodes. Next episode, I think we'll be looking at much bigger picture. Here's the bus coming down and curving down to the left there. So the bus is here. Next episode, we'll be looking at what we want to do down here. I believe we talked about putting a modular factory in here, a module factory in here. And of course I've been paving up this area in preparation for it, as well as increasing all of this solar array. I've been putting all this down as well. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to Stitch Up. And in the meantime, I'll see you in the very next episode of Factorio. This is our Lakeworld series. Cheers.